Apparently I'm live. So you're live. Good morning, friends. How are you
Good morning,
today?
everybody.
Hey. We've got a Cinnaru. Good morning, Scott and Donna, epic couple. I didn't get to watch the last stream. I was going to ask you if you would try the Valorant art style. It's sharp and clean. You might like it.
I'll look into it. I've not heard of that before.
Valorant art style. Valorant. Never heard of it yet. We've got a bald boy does art says hi, and Becky Primrose says hello, my loves. Ringers are rung and mods are here. Ray says, good morning, Scott and Donna. How are you? Also, happy time zone mods.
We're good. So we are going to try these washable watercolors, long-lasting, brilliant colors from Crayola. Check out this nifty brush.
I think that's a very nifty brush.
That is a very nifty brush. But first, I have to ink. Let me pull up the reference.
Oh, we have a hey and a hi. And Steph Nerd's here.
Hey, Steph Nerd.
Cinera's says 10 p.m. in the Philippines. Got class tomorrow.
Oh, don't stay up too late.
Dalen says, OMG, we're drawing at the same time.
I love that.
Shamir says, good morning. Hope you have an amazing day.
Good morning.
Holly says, good morning from Winnipeg.
Ooh.
Canada Town.
Hello.
Sharon says, hello.
Hello.
Organized Mess says, hello from Dubai.
Hello,
Ray
Dubai.
And my 2.5-year-old and I watch together. Oh, that's so
love
cute.
That.
Well, hi, Organized Mess and Rayan. I hope I pronounced that right. Bored Cat says, hello, how have you been?
We're doing good, thank you.
Friskish Drawing says, hello from Egypt.
Hello.
Roshit says, hello, Scott Lowe from India.
Oh, hello, India.
And Stefan says, aren't all watercolors washable?
I guess so, huh?
We're not quite sure.
I think washable is kind of Crayola's brand for parents.
That's true. Like, it makes it like so much better because you're not afraid that they're going to get it on the walls and you can't wash it off.
Washable permanent ink. Yeah. Washable acrylics.
Actually, they sent us permanent markers and they don't say washable. They just say
really?
Yep. Good morning, Ellen. How are you?
Hey, Ellen.
Stephanie goes, oh. Daisy says good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Jesse says hi from Mexico. Hello and good afternoon from Scotland.
Hello,
Sharon.
Scotland.
Oh, Battlebrooks is here. Good morning, Scott and Donna. How are you today?
We're doing good, thank you.
Good. We're seeing a lot of our friends here today. We're so happy you guys are here. Hello from Kenya. Hello from New Zealand. Greetings from
hello
from Sweden. Wow. We have a lot of friends from India here this morning. Well, evening for you. Hello from Mongolia.
Hello.
What is your favorite character from Sesame Street? Oh my God.
Oh.
You can't make me choose, Noah.
I think it's the Count for me.
Oh, I there's no way I could pick. I love Grover and Big Bird and Snuffleupagus and Cookie Monster and Elmo. I used to love Oscar the Grouch when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Big surprise. But there's no way I could pick. They're all so sweet. I just love them all. I mean, how do you really honestly tell me, how do you pick? Raina says Bert and Ernie are my favorite Muppet duo. Hi from Pakistan, that's Anne.
Hello, Anne.
Elena says, yay, now that I moved to the US from Germany, I can watch your streams in the mornings when I'm free folding laundry currently.
Yay.
We love folding laundry in our house. Not really. We don't like folding laundry. But you know what I like less than folding laundry? I will fold laundry every single day if I don't have to clean the bathroom. That's my least favorite job. Seriously, least favorite job. Karen says, good morning, Scott and Donna. Hello from Iowa.
Hello, Iowa.
Eureka Rudo says hi from England.
Hello.
The best tea in the world comes from England. Hi from New Zealand. Hi, I love your videos.
Thank you.
Boy, you guys are from just, I'm in awe this morning of our eclectic melting pot of the entire world.
Yeah.
So cool. So cool. We have a lot of good
So I was
things.
wondering if I should do Ernie in the Crayola watercolors and Bert in the Winsor and Newton, or should I just do the whole thing in?
Oh,
I guess.
that's a good question.
I
What
guess
do you guys think?
honestly, if it really doesn't, I mean, if they're working fine, and you wouldn't tell a difference, maybe that's it. But maybe if the watercolors are really hard to work with, then maybe I'll do Bert with the others, so that way you can see the difference. But
Ray says you're not sketching first today.
no, I am. If you look,
You probably can't see it. There's a
can you
very
guys
light,
see
there it is now. A very light pencil line.
Yeah.
Very light pencil line.
I just drew it really lightly, just so I have the proportions right. They're very simple shapes.
Yeah, both in Crayola. They look similar. Hello from England. Maybe one in one and one in the other. Oh boy. Ernie, Bert, and Elmo are my favorites. I have run out of watercolor people and can't get any. Do you have any suggestions for making or substituting it? That's Caroline.
Watercolor paper?
Uh-huh.
Oh gosh, watercolor paper is honestly the most important thing. So find it if you can. I don't know how to make it.
If you're comfortable sharing what country you're in, maybe post your country in the comment stream, and let's.
Maybe what we can do is on the Discord, we can set up a channel where we help everybody find art supplies in your country.
Let's do that. Bethany, can we do that?
What do you guys think? So
Let's
that
do
way we can all
that.
share where we get our art supplies in different countries, and
let's do that. Can we do that?
because we're talking to different art supply, makers.
Companies. Yeah.
And if there's some place that is just like a Wi-Fi dead spot for art, then
let's do that. Not that I'm. She says yes, but that is not a thing today. I'm drowning today. Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
no, not today. It's fine.
She's drowning because of Scott. It's all Scott's fault.
What happened?
You did the video of Octavia knitting. And there are so many of these lovely people who have wanted to join the Discord. They've been pouring in.
Oh.
And poor Bethany and Nixia have been letting everybody in, but there's a lot of them, and it takes a lot of time to do that. So we appreciate you, Bethany, and I'm terribly sorry.
I'm not.
Yeah, Scott will never be sorry. Okay, so before all of you keep asking questions, because there's like a million of them have gone by, here's the deal. You will find all of the resources that Scott uses in the art supplies page on the website, savaart.com. Steph Nerd, can you put that in really quick? If you have a question about where we get the art supplies, there are links in there to where Scott will get his supplies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Under the art supplies, those are the exact art supplies that I'm using.
Exactly.
Under product testing, you'll see stuff like the Crayola
Right.
and whatnot, which obviously we haven't put up yet because I haven't made a video for it. Because
There's also, if you can't find those in the products we tested, you might find some of those products in your country. But let's definitely talk about doing that, because that would be a great thing to do, and I need to post it because I'm never going to remember. Can I use this pen? This looks like a fun pen. Can I use that one?
Yeah, that's my
It's a Stadler.
Yeah, that's the one I've been using to do my stuff in my journals.
Oh, well, then I'm not going to use it.
No, it's okay.
No. I'll just use a ballpoint pen. I don't want to take that one away from me. Yeah, I'm just going to write down channel and the art supplies by country. And everybody can help everybody else find art supplies, because I think that's good. Wanna girl says, my little one is sitting beside me, and I asked her who you were drawing, and she happily said Ernie.
Oh, I love it.
That's so cute. I can't even. That's so cute. Yeah. See, everybody's saying some supplies are hard to find. It would be great to know where to grab them. Oh my God, yes. So cute. Starboy Gaming was birthday on Monday. Well, happy
birthday.
Crest, I guess you figured out how to type in the chat, huh? Oh no. My drawings got ripped in half when I was at school and I do not know what to do. No name.
Oh.
Who did that? That's terrible. I'm so sorry.
You can always tape them together on the back. So you tape it from the back.
Yeah, Scotch tape is a miracle worker that way.
I've had artworks get ruined. I've had artworks destroyed. It's not fun, but there are ways to fix it. And just remember, you're always going to be able to make more art.
Hello from Switzerland. Do you collect anything? I collect magnets from every country I've been in.
I collect some art. When I had a little bit of money, I collected some art from some of my favorite artists. That was really nice.
Yeah. Scott's got a bracelet collection on his hand right now.
Can do places I travel. Oops, I just literally put marker on the lip here.
Oh God. By a teacher once. I wasn't even drawing in class. It just slipped out of my folder. See, I don't understand that. There's no need to rip somebody's drawings in half. That's crazy. Frog sent you a tip and then asked, what's your favorite part of it? What was your favorite part of Venice?
Well, my favorite part was painting in Venice. That was definitely it. But I don't eat when I travel. And Italy was the first place where I was able to eat food and not feel sick. And, so I think the food, even though I really didn't try a lot of food, I only ate like 3 things.
You did well.
I did pretty good.
You did better than you usually do. Yeah. I think I liked the history and the architecture. I just can't believe that we were actually in a city that's been around since like
900 or something like that.
No, 600. 600. Ridiculous. I mean, it's just like to think, and we think in the United States that we're, our country's like old, and then you go in some place that's the buildings have been around for thousands of years and you're just in awe.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's very humbling.
I'm really spending way too much time on Ernie's hair, and I don't know why.
Because you like hair.
I'm kind of Art Nouveau-ing it just a little bit.
Exactly. Octavia didn't have hair. Jamie says you did better on your trip than we thought you would. He did indeed, Jamie. He did indeed. Marguerite is here from Canada. She says so many allergies that I don't eat either.
Yeah.
The food was very clean though. That was what got to me was I love a nice glass of wine with my dinner, and there's so much junk in everything that we eat out here. But I was able to have a glass of wine. I was able to have cheese, and I can't have cheese out here. I mean, it was different. When they say that the food over there is different, it really is. Crest says, every time I draw, these kids come by and just rip out my drawings, and it's so annoying, but they're only kids.
Oh.
You know what? Maybe you just need to put the book somewhere where they can't rip it out, or use a binder clip to clip it closed so they can't touch your drawing.
Or don't draw around them.
Yeah, or don't draw around them. Did I missed Franklin's comment. So hang on a second. Sorry, Franklin. You guys get chatty and then the comments just kind of go, and I can't find your comment. So let Franklin put their comment in again, and I will read that one. What is your opinion on the new Lord of the Rings Amazon series, The Rings of Power? Oh, we loved it. I did a painting of Disa. I think it's so good. Yeah. I know I live in a Hobbit hole, but I don't know anything about the legends or the lores or the timelines, and I don't want to. I just want a good story. Yeah, I just want a good story. I just like the vibe. I want to revisit those lands, and that's what it gave me. So my expectations were not high at all. Oh, Sophia says, Scott, a few days ago you tested out the Faber-Castell and the Tombow pencil erasers. For the Faber-Castell, I recommended the Milan Jet eraser. I got mine last year, and it lasted me the whole school year. Oh, that's great. Thank you. That was one of the ones, maybe you sent that to us. I've got a couple of people who've actually sent me pictures of erasers, and I think I've sent them to you. But so a few of you have done that, and so we will definitely be trying more erasers. Amy says, I did art all growing up, but stopped after high school. You've inspired me to want to do art again.
Oh, that's great.
Can you do a short about how to draw Spider-Man?
Yeah, but I mean, my how to draw anything is usually going to be look at a picture of and then copy it. But I mean, Spider-Man, something I can actually do out of my head. But
Jamie wants to know how we are this morning.
we're doing good, thank you, Jamie.
Yeah. And Starboy Gaming would like to see the reference photo.
Oh, okay. Give me a
And
second.
Laura wants to know which artists have inspired you the most.
Oh, Drew Struzan, Alphonse Mucha, John Buscema, J.C. Leyendecker, a lot of artists.
Karen's got an interesting question. Hi, Scott and Donna. I'm joining from Indonesia. What did you use before your zebra brush pen?
Oh, I tried. Well, when I first started doing watercolors, it was just pencil. And then when I started inking, I think I would just grab whatever inks I had. And then I just tried different ones until I found the zebra pen. I think the zebra pen was just that combination of it wasn't, it was waterproof. And then it was also, I like the feel of the brush. It wasn't too hard. It wasn't too soft. So that's really it. And that's really all it ever comes down to with art and art materials.
Let me ask you this. Besides the fact that it's waterproof, because we know that waterproof is important with watercolor, would you say that people should try different kinds of pens? Is it up to their particular feel of the pen?
Like I said, I like the zebra brush pen because it works. It feels right for me. And I think that is something that a lot of people who post videos, they forget to say is like, oh, you got to use these materials. You don't. You could use whatever you like. It's completely up to you. It's like dating,
Oh, please enlighten us.
Yeah, I mean, you might like redheads, you might like brunettes, you might like bald, you might like beards, you might like men, you might like women, you might like both. It's completely up to the personal preference.
So I think that's going to be one of our things that we should always say is the important thing to use with watercolor is a pen that's waterproof. But if you like a pen that has a different feel, if you like a pen that's maybe a little bit thicker of a line or a little bit thinner of a line, try a waterproof pen, but find something that you like the feel of.
Yeah.
I think the same thing goes with, well, I know the same thing goes with like journals and fountain pens and things like that, because ever since we've been home, I don't want to write with anything except my fountain pen. Because the whole time we were gone, I did not bring my fountain pen with me because I was afraid it was going to leak everywhere. I don't know how many of you know about fountain pens, but when the pressure changes on the airplane, they say that the pens kind of go and they leak everywhere. That's a technical term though. But ever since I've been home, I just love the feel of it so much. That's all I want to write with. So I guess that's the vibe you're going with, is you're trying to find what makes the lines that you like, what makes the structure of the piece that you like.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. What inspires you daily to make new art?
I think I was doing it before just to try to get better at it. And I just love making art. I like producing something. There was nothing and then there's something, I like that. I like the creation of it. It gives me happiness. Now it is becoming a job a little bit more. So for me, then it becomes, I know I'm going to be making art each day. So then it becomes the story. What's the story?
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, see, Cheese Rat says when I brought a pen on the plane, it exploded on my drawing. Yeah. You got to be careful what you bring on the airplanes. I think that's important to note. Would you draw something about Diwali?
Maybe next year since it's already gone, right? Wasn't it yesterday?
I think it was. No, Monday. I think it was Monday. Everybody was saying Happy Diwali on Monday. Can you make a short of your most favorite drawings?
Um, I think I have that. If you look at the art over the years video, that has all of my favorite drawings from history.
Okay, Paranoia Princess says, I can't stay, but wanted to say that my brother's first sentence ever was Ernie and Bert.
Ah.
So cute. Oh, Mike S. That is a loaded question. He asks, or they ask, sorry, excuse me, I don't assume, I shouldn't assume. What do you think is the best brand of watercolor paint?
For me, it is Winsor and Newton, but I haven't tried them all. But that's the one that I use.
Why do you have a passion for paint?
I only got a passion for paint about 10, 12 years ago. So in my 40s. So before that, it was color. It was digital. I was doing 3D, and then before that, it was colored pencils and markers.
Okay, Kath, I'm not going to read your comment because it's going to stress me out, like it stressed you out. But I'm just going to say this. Please, if you like drawing, just because a specific teacher doesn't appreciate your drawings, don't stop drawing because of a person. Draw for yourself.
Yeah. You get to control what you do with your
time and
your
talents.
yeah.
Yeah. Do you think tracing is cheating? Like when I mess up proportions of buildings, I use something called camera lucida.
No, I do that all the time.
He does indeed.
I
He's
do
got
it
a pocket one on
all
his
the
phone.
time. Yeah, I do it all the time. Every professional uses tracing. No client cares whether you traced it or not. They care whether it looks like what they want, what they're paying you for. So you're going to make a movie poster for Disney and you're painting Captain America or She-Hulk or whatever. If it doesn't look like that because you didn't trace it, they're not going to care if you say, well, I didn't trace it. They don't care. They're paying you for a likeness. So yeah, tracing is just a tool that artists use.
Ghost says, honestly, hair goals. It looks so fabulous. I know, isn't Ernie's hair great? What is your favorite Star Wars planet?
Oh gosh.
Don't ask me that. I don't remember all the planets.
I don't know, maybe Endor. But Endor, I mean, I really don't want like to live on a planet full of Ewoks, but
why not? Oh my god, that would be my dream. They're all little teddy bears walking around.
I like the ones like that are
Hoth.
all no, not hot. That's too cold. I like the ones that are all tech and everything like that. But I also don't want to deal with, the what do you call it? The Empire.
Oh, nobody wants to deal with the Empire. Well, except our son. Out of all the drawings you have drawn, what is your favorite?
Probably the Animal Crackers movie poster.
Doug Jensen says, so I was inspired to use watercolor again because of you. I've been drawing with my Prismas and erasable pens and then filling in with watercolor later. But one sticker inspired a collection of pieces.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
Oh, gosh. You guys are great. Does learning to use a zebra brush pen or something similar have a sharp learning curve, or is it relatively easy to get into? That's Milby. Great question.
They're relatively easy to get into, honestly. It's the fine tuning and discovering your style and when to go. See how these lines underneath the nose are thicker, and that gives the impression of a bit of a shadow. Those are the little subtleties you'll start to develop as you start to advance with them. But those are learned. When to push down, when to lighten up.
You just seem to know, like.
Well, now I do, but I didn't when I first started out. And
nobody knows when they first start out because
no, and that's the thing is you're just kind of developing your skills with it.
Oh, Richard's here. He says, "Good morning, all. Hope everyone is doing well."
Hey, Richard.
We are indeed doing well. I think it might rain again today. Actually, it's all cloudy outside. You guys know I love a good rainy day.
So, the Nashville Zoo really liked that video that I did
Oh,
on
you
the
guys,
zoo,
so fun.
and so they want to know if we want to come by, like maybe once a week, once a month, or something, and they'll introduce us to a different animal. And so the first animal they want to introduce us to is an aardvark.
Seriously, if they don't let me pet the aardvark, it's not going to be pretty. Just saying, it's not going to be pretty. I desperately want to pet the aardvark. Well, I want to pet any animal, really. Seriously, since I got to pet the grizzly bear in Colorado, you have to pet everything now. Can you make a video on how to sketch accurately? By the way, big fan. You're my inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
That's Eula's draws. What do you mean by sketch accurately?
I think drawing what you see well, is probably what they mean. But I'll see what I could do. I mean, that's a lot of that is kind of just theory and practice and whatever. I mean, there are books on it, but I'll see if I can come up with something.
Okay, so somebody also asked, how are the mods answering all these questions? The mods are friends of ours. So yes, they may have a cut and paste in their folders so they can answer all the questions automatically and just put them in, but they're friends of ours. So they spend time with us and they know us, and that's how they answer all the questions. And my dog is whining, so you're gonna have to get
is she doing it in her sleep, or is she?
Oh, she is. She's breathing heavy again. Oh, did you wake yourself up? Oh God, that's so funny. Beluga wants to know how we're doing.
We're doing good, thank you.
And Screecher says, "Gonna go on a date with a brush pen. Wish me luck." Aswin says, "I'm starting a new sketchbook, so can you give me some ideas?" The answer to that is always a red panda for me.
I would say if you can try to come up with, well, you know what? Turn it into like a daily journal where you talk about what you do, write down what you did every day, sketch the things that you see, the places you go. So you're drawing stuff like food and cars and your classroom or whatever it is. Yeah, it gets you to learn to draw what you see, and that's really what you're doing it for. Not to mention, if you leave a little space for writing, then you can kind of also keep down your memories.
People would like you to put a paperclip and a pigeon in there for Bert, because he likes paperclips and pigeons. I'm not sure there's room in here, guys, but
yeah, let's see.
I think you will take that under advisement. But why do you have a passion for gouache and watercolor?
I think it's just like I was saying earlier, it's kind of like dating. You don't really have control over what you wind up liking, and you just kind of like different things. And so for me, I just wound up really liking those two mediums.
We're going to take a departure from the norm. Amy Domain says, "Do you have any tips on time management? I am stuck in studying that I totally hate."
Yeah, I give myself an hour to an hour and a half to finish a piece.
Yep, small chunks of time.
Yeah, and I if I'm working on my own, like if I'm not doing a live, I might only work for 20 minutes at a time.
Yeah.
But the
then
thing
he comes up and bugs me.
Yeah, but the thing to try to remember is it's better to do smaller pieces that you can finish and then complete a piece. It's the completing a piece that's really important. You really want to have that sense of satisfaction that you completed something. And so I absolutely recommend trying to get your artwork done where you can do like one piece a day. A lot of people, they try to jump into a really large painting and then they get frustrated when they can't finish it. They don't have time to or whatever. And you learn by finishing a painting. So the more paintings you finish, the more you're going to learn.
Come on, come sit with mom. Come here, come sit here. Come here, come sit with mom. Come on. Sit with me in the basket. Come on. Sorry, guys. Our puppy is getting very old, and she just wants to be with her mommy. So we gotta cut you a little slack here. Sammy Meadows sent you a tip.
Oh, thank
and
you.
It says, you're both so wonderful and always love watching your shorts and streams. Would you ever consider doing some prehistoric animal artwork?
Yeah, that would be kind of fun.
Would you paint the Moomin trolls? I don't know what those are.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Yeah. Can you show the reference again?
Yes.
Do you prefer to use block watercolors or tube watercolors?
I like tube.
Have you ever used water soluble? Let me try that again. Water soluble oil pastels. Something like that.
I think I did the Crayola ones.
Aw. Starboy Gaming says, ooh, I also love rainy days. It's currently raining here. I know, aren't rainy days the best? I just want to curl up with a book. That hair is lush. Do you have any tips on working with line pens that bleed with watercolor? Jasmine would like to know. Oh boy.
Well, I mean, if that's all you have, then do your watercolors first and then put your lines on top of that. If that's all you can get.
Lula says Ewoks, little teddy bears that eat people with their creepy teeth.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh jeez. They are confirmed a couple. You guys are funny. Sometimes I think you come on here just to laugh at us, which is okay. I like to laugh at myself too. Did we see the new Ant-Man movie trailer? I haven't seen it.
I did. Yeah.
What's your favorite book? Oh my God, Pride and Prejudice, hands down.
The Hobbit.
Yeah. It seems like quite a few of you are asking if commissions are closed right now or open. Scott's got a couple of projects he's working on right now. So we've closed commissions because they do take a little more time. If we decide to open those up, then we will let you guys know first. How's that? I'll post on here, or not post, but we'll say it on the live, or we'll put it in the Discord, and we'll let you guys know he's going to open those up in case you guys want something. Hi Scott, I'm a young artist. I want to thank you for inspiring me to keep doing art and loving whatever is on my piece of paper. Thank you.
Oh,
That's
my pleasure.
from the
My
frog.
pleasure.
That's so cute. With two little hearts with the stars on them.
Thank you.
That's cute. The Discord is our little community where we get together and we share art and we tell stories with each other and we do life together. But you have to be nice. That's my only rule. If you're not nice, you're out of there. So you gotta be nice to everybody. Any tips on making beard hair blend well into the sideburn area? I'm drawing a Russian fighter and I'm having problems in that area. That's the last milk bender.
Oh,
That's a good question. You don't do a lot of beards.
Are you kidding me? I did all the dwarves.
Well, I know, but that was just one massive beard. This isn't like, look, that's basically hair on your head, but going down your face. So you don't even have to draw a chin or anything. This is a good question because I would like to know how you blend it into the sideburns, mostly because I'm trying to blend my beard into my sideburns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Come on, I thought it was funny.
Give me 1 second. Let me just finish this.
We are using a webcam right now to do the videos.
Let me see here. Without knowing exactly what the beard looks like.
Ooh, the other sketchbook's coming out.
Assuming that, let's see, let's say that.
For everybody who said hi that I didn't get a chance to call you out specifically, hi, we love you.
Let's say this is the profile, and you got the scraggly beard.
Love me a scraggly beard.
All right, and then you're talking about this part right here.
Yes.
So I usually will kind of do something like this. So you're gonna taper it off. Let's get the ear here so you can see what I'm doing. Taper it off, and then depending on how their haircut is, So if I'm inking and the beard is pretty thick, and you got this, then when you get to the sideburns, it's going to be usually just like horizontal lines like that. Or you could do vertical, but I think horizontal lines work better to go up. You're creating that kind of shape like that around the ear, and you just kind of fill it with these horizontal lines. That's what I do, at least.
Well, there you go. I hope that helps.
All right.
Have you ever drawn anything from Breath of the Wild?
I drew Zelda once. Yeah, Princess Zelda once.
Amanda would like to know, says, hey, hope everyone's okay. What's the longest you spent on a drawing?
Probably the Animal Crackers movie poster.
Okay, now Dave has an interesting question. What is the safest art medium in your professional opinion?
Safest?
Yes, I've never been asked that. I
Um,
don't know what you mean by safest.
assuming you mean.
Do you want to pull that off? Because I'm afraid that's going to go flying, the plastic.
No, it's just, I'm just going to leave it there.
Okay. Safest. Like what? Maybe a pencil and a piece of paper because you can erase it?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Punker Toffel says, is there any medium you really dislike using?
Oils and acrylics.
There you go. The zoo thing would be so cool. What an honor they're watching too. I know, right? Isn't that cool? So funny. First time being here. Hi, loving the shorts. That's Pluto Street.
Oh, thank you. All right. I'm going to do
Rose
this.
would like to know, how do you choose what to draw for paint?
Oh, that's not easy. I had no idea. I almost painted the Punisher and Morpheus from the Sandman and
really, guys, it's a mood thing. I keep telling you, it's a mood thing. Is your favorite art medium watercolors or gouache?
It depends on the day, but we'll just say watercolors.
What is your favorite thing to draw, and what do you think about the Renaissance time period for art? Oh boy.
My favorite thing to draw is hair.
Yep.
I'm not really a fan of the Renaissance.
Meanwhile, our son, who doesn't ever speak about art, said, oh my God, the Renaissance art in Venice, you must have just loved it. There's always something else to pick out in those paintings. And I kind of went, huh? Like, who are you? What did you do with my kid?
All right, can you guys see this okay?
Yes, it's right in the middle of the screen. We can, but we are not seeing the palette very well.
Okay, so should I move it this way?
Yes, please. Not too far, but yeah. Bring the palette over. Can you rotate the palette so we can see? Look at my screen.
Hold on.
Perfect.
How's that?
Yeah, I was going to say you could just rotate it around the other way, but yeah, that's fine as long as it doesn't hurt you at all.
All right, so this looks okay.
They're like, I love Bert and Ernie.
Can you guys see this? This is the color I'm using. And look at how it's coming out.
It's coming out yellow.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Really
It
weird.
looks like it's orange on the thing. I really love the bracelets on your wrist. Really, really cool.
Thank you.
Have you ever tried random prompt drawings?
I think so.
Shri, I'm sorry. I don't know. I put your comment in again and I'll read it. Our dog is a rescue. She's a Beagle and a Jack Russell mix, and she's 11 years old, and her name is Arwen. She's the daughter I didn't have. Deeren says, when I grew up, I wanted to do something like drawing or designing, but I don't know what my parents will say because they do like, they like being teaching or being doctors. Do you have any advice? Your parents just want what's best for you.
Yeah,
really.
I mean, honestly, you can do art as a passion thing. It doesn't have to be a career. I know a lot of people say that, if you're going to do it, then you should make a career of it. But art is one of those things that you could do just because you love it, like cooking. Like, just because you like cooking doesn't mean you need to become a chef. And just because you like reading doesn't mean you need to become, I don't know, a librarian or something like that.
Oh God, I'd love to be a librarian. Oh, that's the dream.
So, it's one of those things. I had no other choice. I wasn't good at anything else but art. And so that was it. I didn't have any other skills. So if you have other skills, I would highly recommend you utilize them.
You can always do something else too. You can do like architecture, combines art and drawing. Graphic design is very good with that as well. There's other things that you can try. We're not trying to dissuade you from doing art in any way, shape, or form, but just know that art is not, well, at least the way Scott's done it over the years, not a super lucrative type of a thing.
Yeah, art is like musicians and actors.
Right.
You have millions of them around the world, but only few of them are making good money at it.
Correct.
All right, so I'm going to blow dry this if I can. It looks really wet, but
Okay.
let's see.
The Klooch wants to know if you know of any good books that teach you how to draw machines. They want to learn how to draw cars, cyberpunk aesthetics, and mechanical things.
No, I don't, but I'll look into it. Blow dryer. Really doesn't dry.
Show them
That's
that
fine.
No,
No, it's-
Okay.
All right, so let's go with a darker, because Ernie is definitely more reddish orange.
Scott's using today. Scott's trying the Crayola watercolor palette because I don't know why, because he is, but he usually uses Winsor and Newton.
Yeah.
Box TV's here and says OMG Bert and Ernie.
Hey, Box TV.
Do you watch any art YouTubers, and if so, who? That's Phoenix.
I don't, but some of my TikTok friends are moving over to YouTube, like Sweet Baphomet and Kim Diaz Home. So, and I'll try to do some duets with them. I'm supposed to, or I'm sorry, videos with them. I'm supposed to do a video with Rishi Draws and Blackbean.
He uses a regular hairdryer for this. Yes, he does.
I do.
One that he stole from his wife, who then had to go out and buy a new one. Are you a fan of the Muppets? I actually adore them.
Yeah.
I don't know who isn't a fan of the Muppets. They're so darn cute.
So I'm also using their really wonky paintbrush too.
Yep. Scott, what's your favorite thing about being an artist? That's a great question.
I love making something out of nothing.
I like watching you make something out of nothing. That's one of my favorite things, has always been watching things come to life on the paper. Oh, Box TV's at it again.
Oh, thank you, Box TV.
You are so sweet. The colors are a bit desaturated, right?
Yeah, they're definitely not as vibrant, and they feel a little, I kind of want to say the word milky. They don't feel, but we'll see.
But you guys, they're,
I don't even know how much they are.
The Crayola ones?
Yeah.
I'll check. Yeah, you know what? I'm trying to get everybody's questions in. So I did go back and look up some questions from before. I'm scrolling a little bit here. So I'm sorry that I am a little bit behind on that. Nicole says, Aloha Scott, want to talk about how it's a way to learn how to see colors, shapes, and new ways of seeing the world. Love your channel.
Oh,
you too, Donna. Thanks, Nicole. That's
thank
so
you.
You guys are fun.
All right, let's try blow drying this again.
Oh, Manasseh says, I wish I could be as good as you are, maybe better.
Oh, I'm sure you will be.
You just need time and practice.
Blow dryer. This is really taking a long time. It's still wet.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's very goopy, sticky. Hold on. All right, so you can see the shiny spots. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
So it's still really
Wet.
wet. All right, I'm gonna try a little.
So for you guys that are asking about art supplies and book recommendations, the mods have put the links in there for you. And the books for anatomy, they put that link in as well. And Lula says, I just want to say thank you for using the Crayola paints. I think it helps people, especially young artists, see that you don't need the fancy professional supplies to make cool art.
Yeah.
That's
my pleasure.
That's the whole point. We're so happy to be able to do it, and and really feel very, very fortunate that Crayola has sent us these things to try. So don't forget, in January, we are going to be giving away the supplies, some of the supplies that Scott has been given, and we're going to do little art packs to start the year. We'll do art packs, we'll do journal packs, we'll do like just pencils and paper. So we're going to do that in January. But someone asked, and I apologize, I don't remember who, the drawing for our 1 million happens, we're letting you guys enter until November 1st. So November 1st at midnight, we will be done. We will announce everybody on Wednesday, because November 1st is a Tuesday, and we'll announce everybody on Wednesday morning here in the live. And then I, with the wonderful help of Bethany Primrose, will be shipping that week. On Friday, I think the 4th, is when we're going to be shipping. I'm not asking for any money from anybody. We are shipping all of this art to you guys, wherever you are in the whole world, free from Scott and I. And we're just so grateful that you're here. So I hope that answers all those questions. And then 141 CMS sends you a tip and says,
Thank
hi,
you.
Scott, your Sesame Street artwork looks super great. Can't wait for the result. And thank you so much for your videos. They're always entertaining and helpful. Have a good day.
That's so very kind of you. Thank you.
With an adorable little smiley face. How do you draw the hair that realistic?
Oh, there's a video on it, but it's kind of something. It's a little bit of comic books, a little bit of Art Nouveau.
Deeren says, so like I can do graphic design and multimedia as a second.
Yes.
I would say art as a second and graphic design and multimedia as a first, because that's a better explanation to your parents. And art would be a good supplemental.
Well, if they have something that they can do other than an art field, it might be good. Like Logan.
Yeah.
Logan's doing engineering
but
and he's
still
also doing
draws.
like drawing and drama and things like that.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm saying is if you can do that, if you have that kind of talent
Yeah.
where you can do something other than art, then get the degree in it and see if you can get a job doing it, because making a living making art is not easy, and a lot of people get discouraged from that.
It's me, Sunshine's Art wants to know, how do you blend your colors?
I dry them in between, so I don't do wet on wet. I will dry.
Blow dryers.
Yeah, that's what the blow dryer's for.
Nick says, I love the shorts you make. They are wonderful.
Thank you.
These are washable, right, honey?
Yeah. Blow dryer. Part of me is thinking that I might want to do Bert with the Winsor & Newton.
Just as a comparison?
Might, yeah.
Oh, honey, you just put something on Bert's nose.
No, it's been there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Would you try some Artist Lock watercolors? Didn't we try those?
I did.
Yeah.
I tried the gouache.
Oh, okay, Artist Lock watercolors. We can do that. We can definitely, let me write that down. Artist Lock watercolors. Yeah, you didn't particularly care for the gouache.
No, the gouache was not good gouache.
No. We did also try, what were the other watercolors that you tried? Were they Artex? Or
I've tried probably 3 or 4 different ones.
Yeah. There are different ones that he's tried, so you can check out those. Still holding out hope for a Hellraiser piece for Spooktober.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be painting Hellraiser. Not really my thing.
Oh my God. You guys are funny. My baby brother loves Cookie Monster, and all of them. When I saw this, I thought of him. That's so cute.
Oh.
You guys are cute. What are zebra pens? Are they markers or are they pens?
They're just pens.
I don't have access to some of this equipment, and today I ended up buying a watercolor pen instead of a water-resistant pen.
Oh, yeah. No, they're these. They're made in Japan, and they are water resistant.
So I know Steph Nerd put in there the link to the waterproof pens in Scott's Art Supply List specifically and tagged you, Sapito. So if you do this, go and check out the link and you'll be able to see what the pen is and the description of the pen. And you can take that with you, take a picture of it on your phone or whatever, print it out, take it in person, whatever you want to do. When you go to the store next, you'll have the description of it so that you can go and look for something similar if they don't have a zebra brush pen. We buy ours on jetpens.com. And by we, I mean Scott's pens, because I don't use the zebra brush pens. But that's where we get them. The Bloxburg show wants to know, did you ever doodle in school?
Oh, every day.
He doodles everywhere. Still. Milby says, my art teacher asked me today who my favorite artist is, and I was pleasantly surprised after telling her that it's you, as she happens to be a fan of the channel.
Oh, wow.
That's great.
I am honored. Thank you both.
That's awesome.
Please tell your teacher I said thank you as well.
That's awesome. Nick Orange replies to Sapito and says, ballpoint pen is also waterproof once it dries. Bic is supposed to be good, I think.
Nice. Blow dryer. Yeah, they're really wet.
Wow, interesting. So Jasmine Shepherd says, I'm going into welding and want to do art as a secondary. I love that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you why I love that. I have a friend and her husband does welding and also does CAD design for welding projects. And the things that he makes are art. It's a totally different medium, but it's art. And that's fantastic. I love that. ADT Pomu wants to know, how are you feeling about the brush you are using right now? I'm assuming it would be yes.
Yeah, I wasn't happy with this at all. So, but I did it enough, and now I've moved back to the Etcher Labs one.
But it's a very basic brush. Would you say it's good enough to start with?
Yeah, it's fine to start. I mean, this is something I would give a 6-year-old. This set.
Exactly.
I mean, if you're in your teens, I would probably go with something like the Cotman set, the Winsor Newton Cotman set, or the Art X, or Supervision, or anything else.
Diego says Crayola watercolors, didn't know those existed. They do indeed.
They do.
Do you have any other original characters besides Octavia?
Oh yeah, I've got a ton. I've written several books.
Oh my
And if you check out the dreamlandchronicles.com, you could read some of that. And I think there's also links to some of the books in our book recommendations.
There's links to all of the books on our website. You guys can check those out there. Those sets bring back memories. Scott, Happy New Year. It's Gujarati. Okay, I'm going to butcher that. Gujarati New Year.
Oh, well, Happy New Year.
Supervision, the color changing paint. You're so funny. Do you have any advice on creating characters? That's one reason.
The best advice I got when writing my original story, when I was writing the Dreamland Chronicles, was write down who your characters are at the beginning of your story and who they're going to be at the end of the story. And I think that was great advice. It helped your characters grow, and be more three-dimensional.
Mm-hmm. See how I knew where you were going with that? Scary. Oh, Gujarati. Thank you. I am so sorry. I butchered that terribly. Dear God, that was horrible. God, I am so sorry. Where do you get the set?
For the Crayola?
Exactly. Which one? The Crayola or the Winsor?
They just sent it to us, but we'll put a link when I make a video.
Yeah, let's do that for sure. How are the Crayola watercolors working for you?
They are passable. Again, I could see you giving these to, like I said, a kindergartner, someone in elementary school maybe, but not
while they're learning.
Yeah, but these are not someone who you wouldn't give these to someone who has any kind of artistic talent, who wants to make actual art.
But they're fun to start with.
Yeah, they're fine.
I love your channel. You're my favorite YouTuber.
Thank you.
That's Light Walker. I guess the amazing editing and the artwork with the time it takes to make them. Yeah, the videos take a very long time for him to make.
Yeah, it probably takes me longer to edit the videos and record it and write it and everything than it does to actually make the art.
He does spend a lot of time making them, yeah, for sure.
Plus, I want to make sure the closed captions are good and
everything. Well, and he's very nervous recording himself voice-wise.
Yeah.
So it takes him seriously 3 or 4 times to maybe more to record his voice. Hello, Scott and Dawn. Hope you're doing well. Do you have any tips for starting out with the tube watercolors? I was mind blown by the reaction of it with water. I don't know why. That's
terrible. Yeah, it just works differently, and you just kind of have to play around with it till you figure it out. But a little goes a long way. It really does.
Oh boy.
What's wrong?
Blue Clove. Hey Scott, what kind of artsy jobs are there? I'm looking for something because I'm planning on quitting school when I can. I know that's not the best idea. Blue Clove. Mother speaking here. No, don't quit school.
Blow dryer. just don't dry.
They really don't. They're just so wet. Okay, yes. Somebody asked about the drawing for the addresses. Okay, so here's the deal. I don't like giving out my address either for drawings. The only reason we are asking for your address is that, remember with the Kickstarter and the hair journal, there are still, months later, some people who have not given me their address. And I want them to get what they paid for. And I want to be able to send you guys this artwork. So we're only asking for the addresses because we want to be able to send you the
Yeah, we're
artwork.
deleting everything as soon as we get it. We don't
As soon as the-
need and we don't want your information.
I do not want to keep all that information. There's like, I don't even know how many, 15, 16, 17,000 of you that have entered already. I don't want the stress of all that information. So as soon as we're done, boom, it's gone. And when I say done, I mean, as soon as I know that you've received your artwork,
Also,
that's done.
That whole thing was against my wishes.
That was, Scott did not want to collect addresses. He wanted me to chase down addresses. But like I said, I'm still chasing people from the hair journal, and those people actually paid for art. So, yeah, we're not going to do anything with it. We're not keeping a mailing list. We're not doing anything with that stuff, and it will be gone. So you're not going to be getting 42 million emails from me saying, hey, come and do whatever, blah, blah, because I hate that. So, yeah, exactly. We have to be able to have an address to ship it to you. Bunny says your art always gives me such a warm and cozy feeling. How do you check if you are on live chat or top chat? Oh, go to the top of the chat, and it says, it'll either say live chat or top chat, and there's a little arrow pointing down. You click that, and you can toggle between the live chat and the top chat. Stepford says, Scott, I feel like this is going to be your new oils. They will still be wet when Santa is delivering presents.
Right?
That's classic. Do you let your tube watercolor blobs dry on your palette and then just use water to activate them?
Yes.
Or do you use new blobs of paint every time?
Nope. Reactivate.
Yep. And the Winsor & Newton are such a good brand that when he reactivates, the saturation of the colors is exactly the same as when they were wet before. I can't find the motivation to finish my art. What advice would you give me to fix that? That's alone.
Oh, I would say work smaller. So that way you can finish your art in a quicker amount of time.
Oh, you guys are funny. There's several people who are like, wait, I didn't realize it wasn't on the live chat. Yeah, the other chat only gives you some comments, not all the comments. How long have you been watching Sesame Street? Leela, let's see. Sesame Street originally came out in 1969. I was born in 1969. I've had Sesame Street my whole entire life. How lucky am I?
Yeah.
Holy cow, that's so cool. How to send an address for what, Bob?
Blow dryer.
Okay. Nick Orange asks, for the Winsor & Newton Cotman set, do the reactivated colors look the same too?
Yes. If you remember, it comes already dried up. That's what a block is. Watercolor block is just dried up watercolor.
Oh, ouch. Leela says, so lucky you got to watch Elmo your whole life. Does that make you older than Scott? Ouch. No, Scott's older than me. He was actually around for one whole year longer than me.
Elmo came out decades after we stopped watching.
Elmo was not in the original Sesame Street. Can't believe that just took a whole hour. Oh, I'm sure Scott can believe that took an hour.
Yeah.
Deeren says, thank you guys for the advice, but I have to go and do homework now. Love you guys so much, and may you get many blessings.
Thank you. Bye.
Good luck with your studying. Infinite paradoxes. All I can think of when Scott says blow dryer is that some comic book superhero attacking a villain with the hair dryer really puts you in perspective. I want to draw it now.
That's funny.
Houston, Texas. Dave says Bert's hair after getting blow dried.
Yep.
At what age did you really figure out that you wanted to have art as a full-time thing? Sienna would love to know.
I think it was in high school.
Is it just me, or does the color look a bit scratchy on there?
Yeah, it's really blobby.
Yeah. Do you need to go outside?
All right, how about I'm going to put these away, and then let's try Winsor & Newton on Bert.
Oh, Miriam says, hi, I'm currently on vacation, so I was able to catch the live stream.
Oh, that's great.
And Blade and Master 6 says, do you actually like The Hobbit?
Do I actually like The Hobbit?
That was the question.
I live in a hobbit hole, so I kind of do.
Milby says, Scott shouting blow dryer every time gives me a heart attack. Yeah, but he has to shout blow dryer because some people wear AirPods, and so
And are sensitive to noises.
Yeah, they take them out because otherwise it really blasts your eardrums. Drama Time says, hi, I love your art Nouveau style works. Are they based off Alphonse Mucha's work?
Yes. Yeah. Basically what I did was I copied Alphonse Mucha's work for probably like a year until I felt like I understood it enough to incorporate that into my own artwork.
What's your favorite character to draw or style of character to draw?
I like drawing Wonder Woman.
Emma says that's what my hair looks like when it's blow dried. LOL. Oh God, I have not blow dried my hair in. I mean, maybe once in the wintertime. I just don't blow dry my hair. I haven't in years. I blame the boys though. I think once I had the boys, I was like, yeah, not gonna happen. So I'd take a shower in like 2 seconds and put my hair up in a clip, and that was it. A random person says, hi, I have literally just started learning how to draw. Do you have any recommendations for where to start learning? Thanks.
Oh, there's some good book recommendations on our website if you want to try that.
Mm-hmm. And also draw everything every day.
Yeah. Blow dryer. Hmm.
Okay. Tabson Lumi says, imagine if they were collecting addresses like the Infinity Stones, they would indeed have the ultimate power. Scott, who is your favorite Muppet and why?
I like the Count. Oh, well, no, that he's Sesame Street. The Muppets. Yeah, no, I think maybe Kermit.
Oh, Kermit. At what age did you answer when you have art as a full-time thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Felt like I read that one before.
Blow dryer.
So Stepper says Elmo was from the 80s. That has always been an Elmo for me. Such
Oh.
a baby. I love that. Pattis. Okay, I can't even pronounce that one. I apologize. Watching your live for the first time, and I laughed when you announced blow dryer.
Yeah.
How long have you been making art?
Probably about 40 years.
Yeah. Bayada says, hello, I'm a starting YouTuber, and I just wanted to ask, how do I get people interested in watching my videos? My videos always have like 5 views, and I want to improve.
First, congratulations. And second is, I don't want you to think you're doing anything wrong. There's so much of this is luck. A lot of it is just, you get lucky. There are friends of mine who we all kind of started off on TikTok, and they have 6 million
Oh, God.
subscribers on
TikTok,
TikTok,
yeah.
and they go over to YouTube and they have 9,000
Yeah.
followers, and they just can't seem to make the transition over. And it's not their fault. Their stuff is good. They're making daily things. They have millions of followers and still can't seem to um, find their space. So a lot of it is luck. So factor that in. The second thing is just consistency. Keep posting every day. If this is really something that you want to do, you have to give people a reason to subscribe. You have to give them, a reason to want to get notified that you're posting anything online.
Yeah. And also encourage them to get notifications of, when you're around and what you're doing and when you post something new, because YouTube is really great at notifications, whereas TikTok was not. And so they'll be able to follow you when people want to follow what you're doing.
Yeah.
They'll be able to follow you and actually know when you're around.
Blow dryer.
Eva painted with gouache yesterday and left the brush without cleaning it off, and now they're standing at the sink. There is no color coming out of the brush anymore, but it's still very green. What can I do? I would just say soak it.
Yeah, try hot water, and just you're gonna want to rub it with your hands to kind of get all of the stuff out.
Yeah. We do have an Art Hacks video on drawing eyes, don't we?
Yeah.
Art IE Craft. Check out the Art Hacks playlist. There are videos there on eyes, and I know that they put a link in there. That Bethany just put a link in there for you. Yeah, one up girl says they don't blow dry their hair either. I love your videos; they are really inspirational.
Thank you.
Emma says the blow dryer is keeping the mods away. Oh, all right. You want to go outside? Hold on, guys. I gotta do my. How long have you been drawing professionally? Good question.
I got my first professional job, probably in my 20s.
Okay. Kath asks, can pencil get moldy? My Faber-Castell smells weird and won't blend unless I shave it a little. I don't see any visible mold, but it smells funky.
I honestly don't know. I've got pencils from 40 years ago that I still use.
Yeah, but if it smells funky, I would throw it away because you don't know.
You might not be able to afford to throw it away.
Well, yeah, but then maybe shave it down quite a bit. I know. I'll let you outside.
Blow dryer.
We are just getting quite a bit of blow dryer today, aren't we, guys?
Yeah, but a lot. Okay, I'm gonna do a test.
Oh, do a test.
All right, you ready?
Hit me, baby.
So first, I'm gonna do.
Uh-oh.
All right, let's see here. I'm going to. Can you guys? So we're gonna do blow dryer test. Look at this is still wet over here.
Wow.
Crayola. Windsor and Newton. All right. So I'm going to give Crayola a head start, and
I love how he says that.
I'm going to.
It's 10:20 in the morning where we are. Oh God, I love
Take
drawing
this
though.
red.
They're all talking about the Muppets, and now you're making me want to watch A Muppet Christmas Carol because that's my absolute favorite Christmas movie.
All right, so we're going to get this red. We're going to fill this in here. I'm going to make sure it's nice and thick. So I'm putting it on first, so it should be able to dry first. Okay.
Should. Optimal word, should.
And then I am going to do the Winsor & Newton red.
Yeah. What paper is this though?
Canson XL. Not the best paper.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay, so they're both really wet. Okay.
I don't think
Really
you're gonna do a
blobby.
color for the background, are you?
I will, yeah.
Okay.
Blow dryer. Yep. Yeah. All right. Well, the Winsor & Newton's obviously dry, but the
Crayolas are not dry.
Crayola's not dry.
Okay. All right. So the palette, yes, the palette is dry. The palette he's using right now is the Winsor & Newton. They were dry, and then he reactivated them with water.
Yeah. So these are the same. These are all dry. See, look, this is dry. They come dry.
Yep.
And then you reactivate them with water. So the same way, my tube paints will dry. See, this is dry and it hardens. This is the same thing. Oh, sorry. I, of course, put my finger in one that is actually wet. And then you add a little bit of water, and then you can see it reactivate. And you get a much better value by doing the tubes. But the tubes are anywhere from $4 to $8 per tube.
Yeah.
So, if you're going to do 12 things, you could be spending $50 to $100.
Mm-hmm.
But these are professional. You don't need to start off with professional.
That's the whole point of us trying all of these colors and palettes that are like the Crayola palette. They're cheaper. They're a better place to start. And to be perfectly honest, you have to figure out what mediums you like first. So if you want to try watercolors, it's probably better to try something that's going to be a little bit cheaper. Work yourself up to the point where you're like, you know what? I love watercolor and I'm really getting the hang of this. And now I want to try something a little bit better of a watercolor. That's my 2 cents. A lot of people are saying hello. We have more people from all over the world, which
Hello.
just cracks me up. Biatis wants to know if it's better to make videos or shorts. I'm assuming you mean long videos.
If you're looking to get more subscribers, I would definitely do shorts.
They think you should be sponsored by a blow dryer company. I think that's funny that a bald guy should be sponsored by a blow dryer company. Thank you to the mods for deleting our little spam. You should do Calvin and Hobbes.
Oh, I love Calvin and Hobbes. I've done Calvin and Hobbes a few times.
The cutest thing ever was when our boys were little and they used to lay on the floor with their legs up reading Calvin and Hobbes.
Yeah.
Remember that? Oh my God. Artsy Craft says, after Scott did a video about art supplies in the Hobbit Hole, I bought a bunch of art supplies.
Oh.
You guys are funny.
So we've had a lot of companies offer to sponsor us, and we're turning them down because we honestly like being able to give you reviews on stuff without honest reviews. And so that's the thing is that every time you see me talking about something, yeah, they sent it to me, but I'm going to give you what my honest thoughts are. Just like I'm telling you how cheap the Crayola stuff is, but that doesn't make it bad. I just, as a professional, wouldn't use it. And if you're kind of at that level to where you want to start working, learning a little more, I wouldn't use these.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean that they're not great to start out
for
with.
kids.
Try. Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's see. Oh, Dove Johnson says vinegar, water, and 3% hydrogen peroxide mix for smell and any remaining bacteria for the Faber-Castell. That's a great suggestion.
Yeah.
Thank you for putting that in there.
Yeah, thanks.
How do you know what colors to use on a drawing? You just go with the flow, or do you have an inspiration? Please tell me. I'm studying for an art major and never know what colors. That's blue.
Look at a photo. You reference the photo. You learn from drawing from life. Every professional illustrator is using photo reference or live models. That's how we know. Unless you're a cartoonist who does everything out of your head, you're gonna look at a photo. Blow dryer.
What kind of hair products Bert and Ernie are using these days? Those locks are luscious.
Yeah.
Liz says that. That's so funny. Oh my God. You're funny. Okay, chickens animate. Have you ever thought of making your own puppet? Also, I love your videos. My sister introduced me to your channel. Can't stop watching your videos. We did make puppets.
Yes.
We made a music video for Toad the Wet Sprocket with all puppets.
Yeah, if you look up the song "One of Those Days" by Toad the Wet Sprocket.
They wrote an original song for our movie Animal Crackers.
And me and my son and Donna, we made a music videos with puppets.
We did.
It was really fun.
Awesome, too. And they loved it, which was great. They would like to know where you got your bracelets. They are so cute.
Thank you. This is from Utah. This one is from Venice, Italy. This one is from Kauai. And this one is from Valencia, Spain.
Oh, Nicole says saddle soap works for most paints. Get it from a shoe store for cheaper than art stores. Good to know. Any normal hand soap will work. Just don't squeeze the erasers. It can destroy it. You guys all have great ideas. Also, maybe put the moldy pencils in the sun to air dry out. The sun helps stuff, unless you're in England or Seattle. That is true. That's true. But you're right. The sun does bleach things, which is great for that. My sister always washes her cutting boards. You know, she'll wash them with, clean them up with Clorox or soap or whatever, and then put them out in the sun to dry. So that's a great. You guys are coming up with some great ideas. This is fantastic. I love this. The collective hive mind is beautiful. I love it.
All right, blow dryer.
Joseph's going with chaos. If you had to only use the Crayola brush for the rest of the time or the Crayola watercolors, which would you pick?
The watercolors. Blow dryer.
India. I'm a fellow Indian loving your art. That's
Oh,
Chinmai.
thank you. Hello.
Tapson Looney, I have actually found a specific brand in my country called Crelando, Crelando, and it's cheap and pretty good. I have their watercolor paints and acrylics.
Well, I hope you can put that in. We're going to set up a channel
okay,
on
we
our...
are, but don't talk about it right now.
Okay.
We're not talking about that right now. We'll do that later. Have you ever drawn Mr. Bombastic?
I don't know if I know who that is.
I love your art so much. You're the biggest inspiration.
Thank you very much.
Let's see. How do you choose the colors for a character that you made up?
Oh, that's completely up to you.
Yep.
I would say this. Keep the colors down to about 3 colors. You don't want to have every color in the rainbow on your character. I say that, of course, as you know.
What do I search for the Animal Crackers video? Toad the Wet Sprocket.
Go to YouTube and just type in one of those days, Toad the Wet Sprocket, and you'll see it. There might be a couple versions of it because we did, a couple different versions, but just look for the one with the Muppets.
Shariah says, will you ever go to England to do a watercolor painting class? Because that would be so cool. My God.
We would love that.
England so much. Yes, we would love to do that. But I also have to do Scotland and Ireland because castles. I'm just saying.
Okay, so just for the record.
Is it still wet?
Some of this is still wet, yeah.
Wowzers.
This is obviously still wet. But okay, so what I want you to see, can you guys see this okay?
Yes.
So look at the subtlety and the nice little shapes that come from the shadows. Look at that. That's really pretty. The little blobs, it's
I gotta tell you though, if we're being honest, I like the vibrancy of the Crayolas.
Of course.
I like the vibrancy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying I don't like the ones that are new, but I'm saying some people.
And I can keep working on this, and I will. I'll keep.
But if your preference is something maybe a little more vibrant, and again, let's go with every art supply is a preference.
Yeah.
Except the paper. Paper's a non-negotiable. You gotta have good paper. But you might like something that has more vibrant colors, or you might like something that has more muted colors. You just don't. You make your own preference.
Yeah.
So whatever Scott says, really, I mean, take that with that's not a hard and fast rule, but except the blow dryer, which does blow dry everything quicker. But really try things, I'm just throwing that out there because some people might like the vibrant colors, Love you so much. I learned to try new things with my art because you gave me the courage to do that. Thank you.
That makes me so happy.
That's Dark Trap. That's great. Blade and Master wants to know who your favorite artist is.
Oh, there's Drew Struzan. There is John Buscema. There's Alphonse Mucha. So many.
Favorite budget meal? Miss Plague Doctor is a college student living off ramen and is sick of it. Well, you and our son are in the same spot. Well, one of our boys who's obsessed with ramen. Favorite budget meal? Mine's just pasta. I love pasta with a meat sauce.
I like scrambled eggs.
Oh, God. I wish I could have eggs. I miss eggs. I do. Although Jamie said she made that cake with just eggs, like liquid eggs, and I could make them, I could scramble them. So I'm going to try that. They're like plant-based. I'm allergic to eggs for those of you.
Arwen's coming back.
Where? Up top?
No, she's right there.
Honey, I don't see the dog at all. Really? Mm-hmm. She's not there. I don't see her. Oh, there she is. She's still looking around.
All right.
No, she's not. Wait, what is she doing? Oh, no, she's coming back. Well, hello, my little friend. How are you? Going upstairs. So you'll have to excuse me for about 30 seconds so I can handle this situation.
All right. So I am using the, can you guys see it? Okay.
Yeah.
No, the
What?
palette. There you go. I think they both came out pretty good, though, all things considered. So, I mean, these paints are not in any way horrible. I can make art with them, which is all you need to be able to do, right? But they do take a long time to dry, and I wonder why that is.
Okay, sorry. Had to take care of business there. I apologize. Okay, here we go. Oof. Your art tutorials helped me so much. Thank you for teaching the internet. That's Oz.
Oh, my pleasure.
Unknown player says hello.
Hello.
Yes, Steph Nerd is correct. He does use purple for shadows. Here's a non-related question for you. Do you speak any foreign languages?
I do not. I wish I did. I wish I at least knew Assyrian and Italian.
Emma's like, Arwen, do as you're told. Yeah, she doesn't. She's worse than the kids sometimes. He has drawn her so many times.
Who?
Arwen.
Oh.
I love your art, Scott. You inspire me a lot. Whenever I watch your videos, I want to go draw.
Thank you.
Where do we send fan mail?
The Discord is the best thing, but if you need to get it privately, there's a link on our website.
You can email me. I just joined. What did I miss? Well, Bert and Ernie, of course.
Yeah, we're working with Crayola
Watercolor.
paints, watercolors, and so Ernie was done with Crayola, and then I did Bert with my Winsor and Newton.
Yeah, I want to paint a giant Skittle with these colors or a huge M&M.
Yeah.
That's funny. Max wants to know how our day's been.
So far, so good.
Yeah, still pretty early here for us, but have you thought about mixing acrylic and gouache together? The one medium you're relearning and the one you find icky?
No.
They do make acrylic gouache.
They do make acrylic gouache.
And you have tried that.
I have.
And that was whole bean?
Yes.
Oh, Harry Potter Life says, my doggies say hello.
Oh, say hello to.
Which year was your favorite year of your lifetime?
Oh, God. There's been some good ones.
Yeah, but how do you pick?
Yeah.
I mean, we've been very fortunate that we've had some ups and some downs in our life, but for the most part, our life's been pretty good, you know?
Yeah, so far this year has not been horrible.
No, this year, I mean, we got to go to Venice, for God's sakes. I'm like, how bad could that possibly be?
Yeah, I think for me, it's always the next year. You know, I'm always looking to the future.
But you're always looking at the next thing to do. You're always like, what's next? What's next? What's next? Love you so much. I learned to try new things with my art because you gave me the courage to do that.
Oh, that's great.
Would you make a book on your art style and painting medium for young artists to study? Because I would buy the entire stock.
I don't really think I have a particular style, and I wouldn't know what to talk about, honestly. But thank you.
Tabson Lumi says, also, if it helps me further, I personally found this brand in Greece at the Lildy supermarket. There you go. Could you draw Shrek?
Oh, I have. I've done videos on with my drawings.
What is your favorite Sesame Street or Muppets character?
Sesame Street would be the Count. Muppets would be Kermit.
How do you start with watercolors?
Work lights to dark.
Scott, you missed a spot in between Ernie's middle and pointer finger. It should be green.
Middle and pointer finger. Oh, yeah, you're right. Well, yeah. That'll be our little secret.
Easter egg. Jane says, hi, Scott and Donna.
Hello.
Marvelous Plays wants to know what's your favorite painting you've ever done.
Probably the Animal Crackers movie poster.
Wait a minute, this isn't Bert and Ernie from It's a Wonderful Life. Hey, is that Timo Fluey?
Hello, Timo. Blow dryer. Not that it'll do any good. Yeah.
Look at the gloopy gloop.
It's very gloopy.
It really is.
All right. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk away, go have some breakfast, and I'll come back and I'm going to clean it up a little bit. I'll make it look presentable. I'll add a nice little outline to it. And then I'll make a video about it.
Yep.
But I think it'll be fairly positive because they work like watercolors are supposed to. They didn't try, which I think some of that might come with the whole washable.
Check out the there is a video on watercolor brush pens. So check out the Art Hacks playlist or the reviews. I know that you did one with brushes that have watercolors in them already. Scott's favorite movie is The Princess Bride, and yes, he has done characters from those.
Oh yeah.
If you want to see my face, there's videos of me. We're not seeing my face this morning because it's morning. So there you go.
Thank you all for hanging out with us.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out
We
with
will
us.
see you on
Friday. Yeah.
And thanks for hanging out while I try out these
Lovely
Crayola watercolors.
Crayola washable watercolors. Yes, and you can enter the giveaway. Bethany put that in there.
Yeah, there's one more week.
Yes, we will be back on Friday. We go live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Time.
I will most likely be doing October.
Yes.
So day 7 of that.
Oh my God, I pet my dog every day. Yes. Well, she doesn't like it, but I give her kisses and squeezes every day. And let's just do Nick's question real quick. How do you stay motivated when you're doing a big project like the movie poster you did?
That's tough. I broke it down to where I would do like a character a day. And so it was like, finish this and then finish this and then do that, but I don't like big projects because you have to find motivation. I prefer to do something that I can do in an hour and a half. I'm done. So that way, if I'm not happy with it, I don't have to try to come back to it the next day.
Yeah. And anything he's not happy with goes in the corner of shame. So.
Yeah.
And stays there.
But I've worked for the last 10, 12 years to develop a style that I could do quickly. And I think that's one of the reasons.
Especially since you've been doing it on the lives.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, guys. Excuse me. God, I'm having trouble this morning. Thank you very much for being here. If you have any more questions or anything else, please check out the Art Hacks playlist. For any questions on art supplies, check out the art supplies list on the website. The mods have put all the links in, and we love you guys so very much. And we will see you on Friday.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.